arm in arm, they look like two happily married nonagenarians tottering, slowly and very carefully, towards their platinum wedding anniversary. Just like the Queen and Prince Philip, they appear made for each other, sharing affectionate glances, laughing at each other's jokes and reminiscing over old wartime radio comedies from their youth. Certainly that's what everyone thought when Vera Burrell, 90, and John Mason, 91, boarded P&O's cruise ship the Azura for a 12-night jaunt around the Mediterranean. Not least when the young at heart pair, who liked to enjoy a pre-dinner G&T on the balcony of their shared cabin, were invited to visit the bridge of the 1557 berth ship, an honor reserved for VIP guests. But the truth was out almost as soon as they set sail. Vera Burrell, 90, and John Mason, 91, went on a cruise after a chance meeting in a pub. I went to get John a coffee and said, "Is that how you like it?" Everyone looked up and exchanged confused glances, says Vera with a tinkling, girlish laugh. Well, that's when the whole story came out. You could see their jaws drop. With good reason. For John and Vera were more or less complete strangers when they embarked on their voyage together, or as Vera delightedly puts it, we'd only known each other 10 minutes. Well, that's not quite true. Their chance, brief encounter in a crowded Winchester pub lasted 45 minutes, but it was long enough for John to charm Vera into joining him on a cruise. I call it serendipity, laughs Vera. John charmed her into going on a 12-night cruise around the Mediterranean on the Azura cruise ship. One of Vera's pictures of Lisbon from the cruise. John and Vera's chance, brief encounter in a crowded Winchester pub lasted 45 minutes. It was a chance in a billion, adds John, whose path crossed Vera's when her coach party from Suffolk stopped off in the City en route for Bournemouth in September. While the rest of Vera's travelling companions went off to wander around the cathedral, Vera opted for lunch with a nice glass of wine in the Old Vine Hotel, where John has been a regular for years. The pub restaurant was packed, but Vera found the last free table. The door opened and in tottered John, she laughs. He asked the young waiter to find him a table and he replied, "There's not a seat to be had." John chips in, "I saw Vera and the empty seat at her table and said, 'Would you mind if I joined you to have my meal?' She said, 'No, do sit down.' That's where it all started. I am a talker, I can talk to anyone, and so is Vera. I asked her what she was doing in Winchester and the talk turned to travel. Over lunch, salmon and roasted vegetables for her, ham and eggs for him. John, a veteran cruiser, asked Vera if she'd ever holidayed at sea. When she said no, impulse drove him to seize the day. Less than 15 minutes later John, left, had paid £3,500 for a cruise together, departing in 3 weeks on October the 8th from Southampton, before walking Vera, right, back to her coach and taking her telephone number. John loved every second in Vera's company and Vera says she loved it, too.